What's up, Darklings? It's Shane here. I have a deck profile for you guys today. I played this deck last Friday. It's an expanded deck. It was an expanded night, so me and Ashley went and we played, and I finished 3-1 out of 4 rounds and finished in 5th place overall because other people's opponents had a better record, so that kind of made me fall short because it was a tie from 2nd all the way to 5th. So anyways, it was super fun. It was our first tournament or any sort of playing against anyone else other than each other, so it was a lot of fun. We made a bunch of friends. I didn't make as many as Ashley because I played a very annoying deck, but as you'll see, so just keep going through this. We have our 2 Jolteons. Flash Ray attack blocks blocks damage from basic Pokemon, your opponent's basic Pokemon during their next turn. 70 damage. It's super annoying. It's super effective. He has free retreat. He's pretty much the star of the deck. Pretty much. Glaceon has the Crystal Ray, 70 damage, and blocks from evolution. So you pretty much just pick one or the other. If you're facing a deck with a lot of basics, you use Jolteon. If you're facing a lot of evolved, you use Glaceon. Pretty simple. And we have Tauros. He is usually a wall if you're trying to set up. He can take a couple hits and then just deal out some massive damage back. It's very annoying to go through if you're not one-shotting it, so that's definitely why he's in there. And then you have the ability to use a GX attack, because why not, right? And then we have Regice, who has the same attack as Jolteon Glaceon, but it blocks EX. So if you notice that your opponent is only playing an EX heavy deck, there's both basic and evolved, there's megas in the deck, then you definitely want to throw Regice down and load him up. So there's that. We have Suicune, who he just overall prevents attacks with his ability from EXs, so that's very annoying. We were playing Rainbows, so we threw in a Darkrai for free retreat, which is very helpful when you're under item lock. You can't drop float stones, so you just drop an energy, which is way easier. So there's that. 2 Shaymins get us set up faster. We have an Exeggcute. His ability is super helpful when you're getting set up. You don't have to discard so many resources because he gets himself back from the discard pile. And since I thought, oh, we're playing Exeggcute already for its awesome ability, why not play Exeggutor? Especially since we have Force of Giant Plants. If you're stuck or whatever, or you notice your opponent might be stuck, you just use their Skyla to grab a Sycamore or something. Use this. 10 damage, not very heavy damage, but your opponent can't play any supporter cards from his or her hand during his or her next turn. It's extremely irritating, especially when you have Vileplume up. They can't play supporters or items, all they can play is Pokemon and energy. So that's very nice. I didn't get to play it as much as I thought I would, so I might take it out, but it was just in there just kind of because. So then we have a 2-2-2 line of Vileplume, Gloom, and Oddish. You use this to item lock yourself and your opponent, but we do not rely on very many items after we are set up with Vileplume. So, that being said, we don't play VerseSeeker, as most decks do. We just have 3 Sycamore. We don't want to throw away too much of our resources. We don't really need a ton of draw power for this deck. We have 2 N. That's usually late game when you're getting low on resources or low on cards in your deck because it's all sitting in your hand. You want to use N to avoid a deck out. We have 3 Lysandre. As I said, we're not using VerseSeeker, so 3 is definitely I would say it's a must because you're usually going to lose one early from an Ultra Ball or something, so you can't get it back with VerseSeeker, so having a couple extra is nice. AZ is pretty critical here. You want to grab your Shaymin or your Glaceon if you're facing a basic deck. You want to grab all the stuff that can be Lysandred out off your bench, off your field as quickly as possible, and then if you do get stuck with an active Pokemon that you don't want there, like a Shaymin, grab it. Skyla, just grab that Ultra Ball, Battle Compressor, or Stadium that you might need, whatever it might be, or even your SPEC card, which unfortunately I do not have computer search, so I'm using Rock Guard. Team Flare Grunt, discard energy, can help sometimes. 4 Ultra Ball, get your Pokemon, that's pretty basic. 3 Trainers Mail, just kind of dig through your deck a little bit. If you're in trouble, you're looking for your Vileplume, trying to get it out. 2 Battle Compressors. You pretty much discard, the first thing would be your Exeggcute, get him down so you can use his ability and get him back in your hand easy, and then discard Vileplume parts, Gloom, Oddish, Vileplume, etc. So you can use your Revitalizer, get them out easy, especially when when you have a Revitalizer in your hand, use your Battle Compressor and get them down. Have 2 Float Stones, try and get them on your Gloom before you evolve into Vileplume so they can't be Lysandred out as easy and stuck, so do that. We have 1 Fighting Fury Belt, try and attach it to Jolteon, Glaceon, any of the basic attackers here, just gives them a little bit of a health boost and a little bit more damage output. We have our SPEC Rock Guard, which is very helpful. Computer search is better, obviously discard 2 and get any card when you're setting up, it's way more helpful. But Rock Guard is good because they won't want to attack you even if they get set up to. So if you can drop that before Vileplume comes out, that's awesome. Another thing you can do with AZ is you can pick up your Vileplume while Forest of Giant Plants is still in play. Get yourself out of the item lock, play some items that you might want to play, like your Rock Guard, your Fury Belt, your Float Stones, whatever, and then drop the whole line back again because of Forest of Giant Plants, allowing you to evolve continuously. So then we have 4 DCEs. I elected to change from using the basic lightning and water energies and went to prisms and rainbows. This kind of shot me in the butt a little bit because I wasn't able to get through Aegislash. There's no way I could get through Aegislash, so it was pretty annoying, but I wound up coming back in all my other matches except for against Aegislash, so it was nice. Prism Energy is a rainbow energy but doesn't do damage to yourself, but only is rainbow on basics, and then a couple of rainbows that do damage and just are rainbows. So anyways guys, if you liked what you saw, just drop a like or a comment. Let me know what I could do better, what you think I should have changed, what I shouldn't have had, whatever. I'd love to hear your feedback. I haven't played a lot, as I just told you guys. This is my first tournament, so let me know what you think. Let me know what I can do better, and thanks for watching, guys.